everybody, Mariana with FREEBIES Classroom. Today I'm here with my Day 8 book recommendation in my Canadian Black History Month series, and that book is Hope Springs. Hope Springs is written by the author Eric Walters, and Eric Walters is a Canadian author. He's also a former social worker and elementary school teacher, so he has that wonderful perspective and that wonderful background. Now, like I mentioned in my previous book recommendation for My Name is Blessing, Eric Walters actually likes to write stories based on his experiences, based on his adventures. And so this story is based on a true story. It's based on this boy named Boniface. Now, Boniface lives in a village where they have a really hard time at getting access to water. So they actually have to go down every day to a local spring nearby that they share with another village. And because there's a lack of water, tensions rise between villagers. And because Boniface is a young boy, the older women that were waiting in line for the water, they got very upset with him. Now, in this story, Boniface helps to dig a well in his own village, in his own orphanage, and that allows all the orphans to have enough water for them to drink. But he can't help but think about the other women in the other village that were rude to him and how they are still without water. And so through Boniface's kindness, he actually wants to do something for the other villagers, which surprises everybody because those other villagers were very rude to Boniface. But he wants to make sure that there's enough water and enough kindness to go around. A beautiful quote that comes up in this story is, "Your words will flow from your kindness like water will flow from the well." And I think that's such a powerful message to share with kids, that his words can flow like water. His kindness can flow out of him like water. And that helps me to think of another story called How Full Is Your Bucket? And so the connection and the activity that I would recommend to you with this Hope Springs is to make a connection to that other story. How full is your bucket? Without water, everybody was treating others unkindly. When your bucket is empty, you tend to have a miserable day. But when you start filling other people's buckets, and when your water starts flowing from you, when your kindness flows out of you, then it fills up other people's buckets as well. And like I said, Eric Walters likes to write about real life places and real life people. So this is actually the story behind the story. These are the actual locations and places of the orphanage and the villages, the characters that are featured in the story. So Boniface and his sister and his brother. So highly, highly recommend that you pick yourself up a copy of Hope Springs and My Name is Blessing, because I mean, it's such an amazing story to have that's based on true people, true locations, and Canadian author. Let's support those Canadian authors. If you didn't catch my last book recommendation, I recommended the story Emmanuel's Dream. This is probably in my top 3 books that I use to teach in my classroom. It's a fantastic story about overcoming adversity. So don't forget to check out that video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love for you to stay tuned and jump on board with us while I finish the rest of the series for my Canadian Black History Month book recommendations. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Bye.